Impero Backdrop enables you to create staff groups. These define what staff can see and do when they access the system. You can see existing staff groups by going into the Administration section and selecting Manage Staff Groups. In this example, you can see that groups have already been created for teachers, the admin team, and school governors. To create a new staff group, you need to click on the Add Staff Group link and then give the group a name. Staff group names should be as descriptive as possible and should be related to the roles or responsibilities held, rather than the individuals it applies to. As an example, First Aiders would be a suitable group name, whereas Mary and Jill would not. The group's permissions should now be defined. Each feature in Backdrop is controllable from here. You need to activate the features that are appropriate for each group of staff. For example, it may be appropriate to allow all staff to add concerns, but it might not be necessary for all staff to be able to view all concern types. If we scroll down further, we will find System Permissions. We will work through the options within the first section as an example. However, the same techniques can be applied to all sections. The first question to be answered is, should members of this group have access to any of the features accessed from the Administration link? If the answer to this question is no, you can move on to the next section. Having not checked anything in this section, the Administration link will not even be displayed when members of this group log in to the system. If the answer is yes, and you want the group to be able to access all functions, you can click on the checkbox to the left of the section name. All functions will now be added to this group's permissions. If, however, only certain functions should be available, these need to be selected individually. It's worth noting that you can select all, and then uncheck the options that are not required. Further sections relate to captures, Classroom Manager, concerns, and so on. Once each of these areas has been appropriately defined, the changes need to be saved. After creating a staff group, you can now add staff members to it. Staff who have not yet been assigned to a staff group can be found by clicking on Inactive Staff. If we click on the Staff Group drop-down, we can select the group we've just created. If we now click on Refresh, we can see that the member of staff has been added to the newly created staff group. Impero also enables you to copy permission settings from one staff group to another. This can save time if a new staff group is similar to an existing group. To do this, create a new staff group, give it a name, and save it. Select Manage Staff Groups, and click on the Permissions link for the new staff group. Expand the Options section, and select the staff group you want to copy the permissions from. Then click on Save. You can now make any necessary changes. Then click on the Save button at the bottom of the list of permissions. This group is now ready to be used. In this video, we have defined permissions for a new staff group. However, the same techniques can be applied if an existing group needs to be amended.